Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be watching a thing called Parkour Civilization, the full movie right here. I personally never watched much of it, but I mean, it's kind of taking over the internet pretty recently, so might as well. I have watched a decent amount of FBO videos, so I'm hoping this is pretty good. At least it better be good for how many 31 million views is wild. But yeah, if you enjoy this video, consider liking and subscribing. It'd mean a lot to me. We're on the road to 150 subs by the end of the year, and if you could help me out with that, it'd mean a lot to me. But without further ado, let's get started.
Open up. It's time for parkour.
Alright, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the one block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the one block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the one block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow.
I see what he's saying, but raw chicken can give you hunger, which could just get rid of like that one hunger bar, potentially make you starve to death. Personally, I think I'm good enough to actually get the beef, but I mean, that's just me.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing two block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Are they like being held prisoner or something?
Us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to
You
the
see
next day.
hunger.
But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is...
Can we just talk about why there's only like 3 houses? Like, are all the noobs just falling down there? Like, just dying in the void? Where do they get a more population? Like, how do they increase their population? It's like a set date?
Only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course.
There's barrier
the inside
blocks,
of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before.
You could just, mine through the wall. I'm sure they don't have barriers like right over there. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. Gotta work for the story.
Parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void.
Yeah, there's like 3 houses.
The guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for
5 years. What's good? The
years.
last survivor.
Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization,
that was the last guy?
Parkour pros are allowed
Yikes.
to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out.
That's why they
While
can't
ago, I
mine
was
through the
searching
stone.
around, and
Okay.
I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years, since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Interesting.
Stop right now.
Gonna have to remember that.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Are they being held
Give me 2
prisoner or
jumps now.
2
something?
jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Bro,
Okay, I'll do
this
3.
guy.
You know what? Now let's make it 4
What?
jumps in a row.
4 in a row?
How about you do
Parkour
4 jumps,
Civilization,
sir?
It should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the
I was
bottom
really
of
hoping you'd
Parkour
fall right there.
Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood.
Well,
In
that's
Parkour
good.
Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house
That's
you
a pretty
wanna
good
buy.
deal.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is
Wait a minute. $1.5 ladder jump? I thought he said they got rid of money. Well, why do they have money estimates next to it?
basically bought
Also,
a 2-story
Why are they worth the same thing?
house
Both
for
of them
free.
have
Somehow, when I was
1.5
buying my
ladder.
house, I
You'd
convinced
see it
myself
once
to
it.
go for
You
the
see
ladder
1.
jump to buy the bigger house.
1.5,
In Parkour
1.5.
Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first
How does
house.
the
All
economy
houses
work
in
here is the
Parkour
question.
Civilization are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common.
Who built
it's a
them?
requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make
Nah.
sure everyone in Parkour Civilization
That's
parkours
wild.
everywhere
They make
go,
you
even
parkour to
inside
go
the
to
house.
sleep.
So, this is the neighborhood
Yikes.
you'll be living in. You're the only two-story house here. So if you follow me,
He's the
I'll
only
give you a house
person
tour.
in this
This is
neighborhood.
so sick. That ladder jump literally made me the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed.
Yeah, that should be pretty
I think
easy.
I got everything figured out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
check if it's good?
What,
Wait,
did he just-
Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused.
He just
Is
offed
he alive?
himself?
Why did he do that?
Is this
All right,
YouTube
just wanted
appropriate?
to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy your house.
A part of the
Is that a
job.
part of the job?
Why would you
What?
sign up
No
for
one
this
really
job?
remembers how Parkour Civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the
Okay,
truth is,
that's
I think
fair.
I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went.
We got
Yo,
backstory here?
what? Yo, hello. Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that.
Did this all originate because he needed a singular diamond? Is that seriously how this all
Yeah,
started?
you were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
This is Lee, my friend, you're a local bozo.
Diamond, you gotta give me something.
Whenever we're in a
Alright,
world, he
watch out.
always
Back up
snacks
for
my
1 second.
diamonds.
Look, if you can
And
make
then
this
never gives me
4-block
any.
jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay me to do parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know.
Entertainment,
I've
I
just never
guess.
seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro, it's not possible.
Just stop talking and watch. I'm gonna do it in like 30 seconds. And there we go.
Bro, you could tell he
Before
jumped
you
from like a
lost-
barrier
No
block
way.
right there.
That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Is he literally gonna destroy the
Totally.
entire
Alright, I'll be
world
back here tomorrow, I
just
guess. And this is
for
basically
parkour?
how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Seawat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house.
Buddy, this is
But little did we
easy.
know that
This
the
is
parkour
actually
course would
simple.
completely
You could
change
cheat
the
this
way that the
parkour
world
course.
works. Soon after this event, the parkour civilization began. Now that I think about it,
Then why are you a
there's an
noob?
unexplainable gap
Shouldn't you be
between
like a
those events and
champion or
now,
like a
but,
pro
well,
or like
Parkour check
legends?
time. You got 30 seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I
Ooh.
have to parkour for some more raw chicken.
You
That will
just-
make me starve even more.
Wait,
Alright,
there's
I'm
a-
here.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef.
Go for the
What are you
beef. You
choosing
got
today?
this.
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Okay,
Keep
I
in
guess
mind,
that's
there's
fair.
a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks.
What do the
west.
tickets
This was
do?
huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I
Oh.
got the beef.
No way. You made that jump? You might
That's
become
pretty
a parkour
impressive.
Pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance.
Okay.
You're a parkour noob.
This
You guys
guy.
never rank up.
It's important to know that
This
parkour
guy's
pros
so
have
rude.
really
Oh my
big egos,
goodness.
and
Why
they
are-
like to put down the parkour noobs.
Yeah,
This
why
was
are
an
pros
important
such
day.
jerks,
This was only
bro?
the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're located so far away.
Wait,
If I wasn't
wait,
paying
wait,
attention,
wait,
I
wait,
could
wait,
miss just one of these
Wait.
jumps, and my
Hold the phone.
entire I got the beef.
No way.
Look, he has
You
2
made
hunger
that
bars.
jump? You might
2
become a
hunger bars
parkour
right there.
pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Now just watch his hunger
Not a
bar. Watch his
chance.
hunger bar.
You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos, and they like
Yes,
to put
they
down the
do.
parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket
Yeah,
events are
see, he
so
has-
risky because they're
oh,
located
he had
so far
one
away.
and a
If I
half at
wasn't
that
paying
point.
attention,
Okay,
I could
yeah,
miss
never
just
mind.
one of these 1-block jumps, and my entire chances of becoming a parkour pro.
What? Where did
would be
these
over.
guys
But
come from? I
luckily,
thought he said he
made
was
it
the
to the
last
ticket
one
event.
left.
When I got here,
Where
there
are
were
these
only
guys
3
coming
parkour
from?
noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't
Oh?
even show up.
Oh?
The course
Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna
If you
do
miss
it?
one jump,
Ooh.
you
Oh.
end up like this guy. And
He
that's the
got
price
it and
you
then
pay.
walked
It's a won a
off.
ticket to be a
Yikes.
parkour pro. I watched
Ooh,
as the second
R.I.P..
fell to the void. Hey man, do you think you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
This
You
guy,
don't
this
need to
guy's
be nervous. I'm
voice.
sure you're fine.
Oh.
Shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going
Ooh,
for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every week the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket.
Is that
and
even
if you get it, a
possible when you
2-block
don't have
jump to
more than
get
3
out of it.
hunger
Here's the
bars?
thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out.
Oh,
If I do a
bribery's
parkour
legal.
jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour pro.
I don't even think I could do that, I'm gonna be
Now I have
honest.
another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way, I actually did it. All right, deal's
That's
a deal,
actually
right?
impressive.
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do.
He better not go back on his
deal's a
deal.
deal. Here you
Let's go.
Let's
At
go.
least they're
Now there was only
least
one
they're not
2-block jump in
liars.
the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This
He
was my
could
best
bargain a
chance to
second
finally
time, but
earn a
okay,
ticket. If
okay, I see how it
actually
is.
get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour pro. There was no turning back now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was
Yeah, I don't even know if this is
I closed
possible.
my eyes and I went for it.
Why would you close your eyes while
Per
doing
second into the void,
parkour?
But to my surprise, I was standing on the platform with the ticket. And thanks to the deal I made with the Parkour Pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This
Alright.
was life-changing. This was the first time
Funny
I'd
how the
ever
ticket's a
received
piece of
ticket
is a
to
piece of
access the
kelp.
Parkour Temple. And I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over to the Parkour Temple. I was in a good spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There
Oh,
was
is that like
no
a
better
law,
time, no more
or-
perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully.
What this guy needs to do is he needs to grab everything he can to bring to this next level, because he has no idea, like, what could be on this next level, whether he'll need stuff. So what I would do, I would grab the ticket back from the hoppers, since it didn't look like it led anywhere, and then I bring that with me in case I need a second ticket, in case there's another thing to rank up. So it says Parkour Civilization. He's already on this. I assume there's more levels.
And now I was officially inside the temple. This was it. This was the moment I've been waiting for.
Though this
my
actually looks pretty
entire life.
difficult,
This
especially
was
when
the
you're on
parkour
300
course that
bars.
No parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void. But I've
Yeah, it's
come
not really
too far, and
ideal.
I've practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just gonna be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro.
Good on
The
you,
journey to
F-Bo.
becoming a
I'm proud of
parkour
you.
Pro starts now.
Oh my... Are you
Hey,
serious?
wake up. You want a chance to eat today or what?
All right,
Oh,
let's get this
where
over
is
with.
he?
Let's go.
It's the
Hurry up and
same
do the
guy.
parkour, noob.
This guy's
Here in
everywhere.
Parkour prison, even the cells have 1-block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
Oh.
Alright, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats. You've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go from 49 years in
49?
to 49 years in 319 days left.
Wow,
This
so
is how my life is
generous.
gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization.
So he's gonna have to, like,
Parkour
kill the
prison is
guard, like,
located
punch you in the
directly
lava?
Under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And
How do you
the
not
only way
die from
back
fall
to
damage?
civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump.
50?
Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed, and I was so close to becoming a parkour pro. My entire life, I've been training for one goal.
Yeah, you
and that's
sold,
to go
buddy.
to
I'm
the
not even
temple
gonna
of
lie.
parkour
That was
and
pretty
complete
pathetic.
The impossible course to rank up to become a parkour pro. I had everything. I earned the ticket to get inside the temple, and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And now I'm
Yeah.
dead. What the... Where am I?
Sold.
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most
Oh
noobs
my.
call it, their worst nightmare.
Punch this guy in, bro. His
Take you
voice
right
is
to your cell.
irritating me so
Parkour
much.
Prison? What is this
Punch him
place?
in.
I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these one-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a one-block jump in my life. What
Uh-huh.
I didn't get is why
Yeah.
Parkour Prison existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void to catch us. But
The structure isn't
why?
big enough to
Alright,
catch
dude, This is
everyone.
your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in Parkour Prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went inside this cell, I would never be able to escape. But that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us catches you not jumping, you're not making it out of here.
Just minutes before this, I was about to
Oh,
rank up
that
to be a
boom
parkour
sound in my
pro,
ear.
and
This
now
is so
I'm in the
loud.
most dangerous place
Since I have
in
a headset
parkour
on.
civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in Parkour Prison. My
I
guess is
just
most
saw
of the
one,
mice
yeah,
fell in
right
the lava.
there.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's actually someone here. Let's go. I'm not alone down here.
Let me guess, they're about to fall in the
This guy
lava?
looked familiar. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. Why did
Yo!
he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor.
He
Wow, I'm
survived.
so glad
Good
I'm
for
not
him.
Alone down here. No!
Oh, and,
Dude, what's wrong with this guy?
uh...
All right, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point. The only thing that's better
For
about
real.
Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey,
True,
you,
that is
let's go.
better.
You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison: the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this.
What
gap.
is parkour
Man, now I
testing?
gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here, the
That's technically
only thing
1.5
you hope for is that
blocks.
you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every
Oh.
few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new course they've built. This time, the course I was selected for had fence parkour. If I failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
really
going right
dislike
now. The
this
worst
guard.
part
Could
about
somebody,
these
like,
random
punch him in the
courses
lava
is
or
that
something?
they
I wanna see him
intentionally use
burn
rubber blocks for
alive.
the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost no
Ooh.
experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle,
Do
I was
pros
able to
get taught
past
better
this week's random
techniques to
testing
do
course, but what
parkour?
about the
Like, is
next
that the
week or
gimmick?
week after that?
The
There's gonna
higher
be
you
some
get,
day
the
when
more
they build a
parkour you
jump that
learn.
I can't do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What
Smart.
do you want, noob?
I got something to show you. Can you come
What do
over
you
here?
want,
This better be worth
noob?
my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
no, really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in 3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that. But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now I had one chance.
Just bribe him to get
3
out of
diagonal
prison.
jumps in a
Like,
row,
bribe him
or
for a
else
free
I was
indoor
dead.
pearl or
Come
something.
On. 1, 2, 3. No way. I actually did it.
Okay, 5 minutes of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The bribe worked. Now
FBO's
I had
better
5
at
minutes to
parkour
roam
than the
around
actual
Parkour Prison to
pros.
see if
Like,
I
that's
could
just
find a
pretty
way to
funny to me.
escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now.
Oh, they
When
got
I jumped
glass
around the
jumps.
prison, I
Ooh.
noticed someone doing the random testing.
Wait, it's the
course.
bear guy!
Is that?
It's the bear guy!
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is
No,
the
he's
guy
got
who
it
failed
this
to
time.
take
He's
an
got it
event
this
in front
time.
of me. That guy was
Barney's
nice.
got
I
it.
hope he clutches
Barney's
up these
got it.
glass jumps and makes it back to
We
civilization.
believe.
Oh,
No!
strange about this testing course. Why were they using glass for parkour? Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape?
You
What
can just
are
punch him
talking
in, like,
about?
right
I would
there.
never try to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow
Wait,
me and I'll
what?
take you there.
I'm
Then why is it a
99%
prison?
Sure, I'm being led into a trap, but it doesn't matter. If he gets me
Yeah.
close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour Civilization.
You can leave now if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro
Oh,
for the rest
that's
of
the
your life.
catch.
Wait,
That's
you're
the
saying
catch.
if I go back to Parkour Civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or I could try to survive here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here.
I agree.
I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
What if you
So
just
you
beat up a
accept?
guard for a
Good luck.
ticket?
This was
Like, he
it.
could
The
just-
work was done. I escaped parkour prison, but at what cost? Leaving now meant that I would be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went through the
You'd
portal,
be the-
I was
you're
brought
still the
back
richest
into Parkour
noob.
Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in
I'm not
this
gonna lie, you
temple.
kinda
I had
deserve
my
it for
chance to
failing that
rank
one
up
block
and become a
jump.
pro, and I failed. Now I can never earn a ticket ever again. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now I can just go back to my ordinary life in Parkour Civilization. You know, now that I think about it,
He's
it's
gonna
not the
fall
worst
in again.
situation in the
Is
world.
he?
I mean,
Isn't
at
he?
least I still have my
Bro,
mansion.
what is that
Who is this?
skin?
I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you.
This guy
This
again.
parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he
He's
do that?
homeless.
You fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore.
What
Well,
if he
this
just
guy
fall?
can
Oh,
go.
well, yep, there he is.
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go. So I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go
Yeah, I mean,
buy
you
my
need
mansion
some
again,
kind of
but while I was
entertainment.
at Parkour prison, something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood
Oh.
went way up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It
Not
was too
worth it.
risky. I
Yeah,
was gonna
not
have
worth
to
it.
find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping parkour prison gave me the confidence
what is
to
that
make the jump
skin?
easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The
Yeah,
house
this-
is
the
definitely a bit of a
population's like
downgrade
at
from my previous
0.
mansion,
It's like
but
at 3
still a
right now.
2-story house, and it has a painting, which is something you
Ooh.
don't really see that often in Parkour Civilization. I just
That's
keep
cool.
wondering what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that— Whoa!
Oh,
What was
secret
that? When I
painted?
went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall, and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something.
Ooh,
I walked
secret
through the
room.
painting,
Secret
and it revealed
room.
a secret door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something.
Okay.
But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there, I found a man.
You have an old man
Somehow
sleeping
there
in your
was already
basement?
Someone living here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait! Don't leave!
the man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched
Oh,
you enter
well, that's-
the Temple of Parkour. I
that's
think
pretty
you have
weird.
what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry.
Like,
man,
this
but
old
I think
man's
you're
been
confused.
watching
I
me?
can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it was
Oh,
mine.
okay.
He brought out a compass and he threw it to me.
It's
He
like
told
the
me
old
that if I
mentor
followed
who
this
always
compass, I'd find the
dies,
hidden
and
ticket.
then
This
it, like,
was the
kickstarts
second
the
chance I
hero's
was looking
journey.
for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with Parkour Civilization just yet. Come on,
ad.
just one
Oh,
jump at a
no
time, and I
ad.
should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour
The same
sector.
guy.
Why
Is
do
this
you
the
wanna
only
leave
pro
parkour
down here?
civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is
Say
the
it with
only
me,
possible
everybody.
way I could
Punch
make it up
him
to the
in
Parkour
the
Pro
void.
civilization. I was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it.
Alright,
That was
okay.
crazy.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make
Oh
sure you
my.
jump far enough. Oh!
This is how he
That
dies,
was
bro.
not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass.
Wait, do parkour pros
alright,
also
well, I
go
guess
to
that works.
prison?
Now that I made it past the parkour checkpoint,
Yeah, it's
it
actually
was
kinda-
time to go
I'm
searching
curious
for the
about
hidden
that.
ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro Civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was
sure,
my food
buddy?
supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got
Yeah,
caught.
bro's gonna die of
What
hunger.
was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Oh my goodness, bro. So far, it's actually going pretty well. I think I've been through 3 episodes. You can kind of tell because, oh.
Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour pro bought my excuse. If
That's
the
what-
pros
Bro,
stayed
take
around
the
for any
chicken.
longer,
They
I
leave
might
the
have
chicken.
starved to death.
Just
I
take
had
the
to eat
chicken.
the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of
Ooh,
beef for
okay,
the journey.
okay,
I had
okay.
no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now, it was time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization, the more dangerous the jumps become. Already, I was starting to see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least no one down here knows.
Somebody's got some
Unfortunately, the
TNT and
compass
just
kept
blew
taking
up
me
some
further
stuff.
and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left.
Yeah, plus
And
you gotta
still,
get back,
I found
don't
nothing.
forget.
That was until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was
Sounds like
looking
a
for.
pyramid.
In all my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence, which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the
And there's
pit. I
nothing
didn't
there.
see anything
That's
at first
wild.
glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was
You got, like,
standing on.
mined
The
out
ticket
or
should
something?
be here. Unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time. But if
That's
I'm gonna have
wild.
any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block and underground there was
Ooh.
a chest. I couldn't believe it. I had actually found the ticket. But when
And
I
it's a
opened
barrier
the chest,
block. That's-
something was wrong.
bro,
There was no
what?
ticket to be found. Just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization.
Hey,
Why
barriers
would
can
he
still be
send me
pretty
all the way
useful.
out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this.
Bro, don't throw
I'm
your
lucky to
compass
survive
away.
the
Take
trip
everything.
back. I
Don't
didn't
throw
ask
your
him why he
block
sent me all
away.
the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle,
Oh,
I
it
made back
is?
to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Oh, there's a
Hey,
new guy
you.
here.
You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh!
These guys.
He's gone too. Am I gonna be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back
Bro's
to my
got-
house.
bro's
and
racking up
Parkour
bodies
Pro
right
has
now.
caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this. All right, bro, are you gonna explain to me why the what the? When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found.
Oh.
All that was left was a hole.
He
in the
committed,
ground.
okay,
Did he jump
this
into
is
the
getting-
void
this is
on
pretty
purpose?
dark series,
I don't
Eppo.
understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now, this was the sign that I was
I assume
ready
it's gonna
to
help
rank
him
up
get to
become a
Parkour Pro.
It was time to head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The place where no parkour noob in history has ever made it out
If he
alive.
falls
I
in the
went
first
ahead and
block
ate my
again, I'm
last
turning
piece of
this
meat.
off, and y'all
Just
gonna
like
have to
last
watch
time, I was
a
in such a perfect spot.
26-minute
3 full bars of
recording.
hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket, and the entrance to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1-block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time
Yeah,
around,
good
it
to
was
hear,
different.
good to hear.
I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different.
Oh, he made
Successfully
it, everybody.
and
Let's
for the
go.
first time in my
Round of
life, I
applause.
was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time. The first section
And
was
you've
the
done all
stone
these
blocks.
jumps already,
so
I
far,
think.
I've only encountered 1-block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I moved on
These
to
jumps
the
look
stone
easy.
slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily, this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried
Ooh.
about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to complete was by far
That
the
doesn't
hardest
look that
jump
difficult.
I've ever seen. It was a 2-block jump, but
Oh,
I had
that's
to go
2
up half a block.
blocks.
But I
Ooh.
didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early.
Oh, he's
I
gonna
thought
land on
this
that
was it,
block.
but by
Yep.
some miracle,
Knew it.
a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage, but that was too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void.
He would have
On the
survived
second
that
time
that
around,
fall
I
below
made
him.
the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls.
This
Walls
one
are
looks the
almost
most
never seen
difficult.
at the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the parkour pro.
That's
civilization.
impossible.
This was it. I was
You can't
about to
do
be
a-
the first
you can't
noob
do a
in history to
3-block
rank
jump.
up, but then
3-block
the realization
jump
hit me. The last jump
that
to get
few,
to the parkour pro
hunger bars.
civilization was a 3-block jump.
Yeah, it's
It was
impossible.
impossible. This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man
That
wanted me to
explains
use it
why
for.
you got
He
the
knew
barrier.
course was
Yep.
impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump. I did it. I actually did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete this course. No one at the bottom level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure
What
it
if it's
out.
just
What
full of
was it
lava
gonna
and,
be
like,
Was I actually
griefers?
gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never
Oh,
seen
it's
anything
copper.
like before.
Oh, it's
I
copper.
turned the
Oh,
corner,
back
and
to the
I saw
noob.
a
Go back to the
parkour pro
noob,
just
please,
standing there.
please.
Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes,
What if he
sir.
falls
You
in the
ranked up.
lava?
A
Ooh.
noob by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir, I'll keep an eye on him.
And
Yo,
that was it.
lore?
That was the last
Lore?
time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to go, but this time there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots.
These
I was
boom sound
officially
effects are
a
hurting my
parkour
ears
pro.
so
After
much.
I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel.
Cooked
and see something
steak?
that I've
Man,
never
this is
seen
such an
before.
improvement.
Cooked meat? In all of these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
I would
Those
have
are
made
the
it to this
exact
level
words
for
I wanted
sure.
to hear. This is
Trust.
it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour.
Oh, this is
moves
for
and the
this is
parkour
lore.
pros.
This is
They
lore
even
here.
had their
Everybody
boots
get your
on.
notebooks
This place
ready.
is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look at these statues.
Gold, so that's another
What
level.
the gold boots? Who wears gold boots? This doesn't make any sense.
So there must be a third
What
level at
is
least.
this?
4 levels,
Am I
because there's
not
diamonds.
at the top of Parkour Civilization?
And it looks like that's it. So there's
Hey,
4
parkour
levels in
delivery.
total. Okay.
Let's go, my parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Parkour
Did you order
delivered?
parkour construction
What?
to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good.
What?
Where do you want it built?
Wait, this is the guy who
Let's
fell in the
see. I
void.
think this would
Alright,
be a
so that
good place
proves
for
my
it. You
theory
think
that
you
they
can build
go
it
to
right there?
prison,
Oh,
but they
sure.
must be
I
let
know that
out since
happened.
they're
To think
pros.
just a few days ago, I was a parkour noob, and now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep, I think
Bro
it's
must be
perfect.
pretty
Hey,
wealthy.
thanks, man, for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
That's pretty
And like
generous
most
tip,
things in
not gonna
Parkour
lie.
Civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level, and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing. But I won't say
True.
it wasn't worth it, because now I can practice slime
Oh, you got a
jumps
custom
anytime I
bed.
want inside of my house. And this is how my new life is as a pro in Parkour Civilization.
So you get
Most parkour noobs
skyscrapers?
at the bottom level knows
Bro, that's
what
such a-
life is
that's
like
such a
up here,
pathetic
except I was
window,
making
bro.
my way to rank up and become a part of parkour society. To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an impossible parkour course. When I got to the top,
Is he giving me
I
a
got my iron
recap?
boots, and I was officially a pro.
Bro, I don't want
thought
your
I had made it.
recap,
I thought
bro.
I was at
I've
the
been
top of
watching.
Parkour Civilization, but that's when I realized I truly knew nothing about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top
Skip.
life was like on the second layer of Parkour Civilization. At the Parkour
I'm just
pro
gonna
level,
skip
everywhere
those.
you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour noob, I thought 2-block jumps were extremely hard. But now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt in the sky, but now there's nothing above me. And that's when I looked back at the parkour temple. There was still a world above me, and now it was way higher.
Yep, that
up.
proves
But
my
there was
theory. There's at
something
least
else
3
that was
worlds.
different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I
That's
could look
odd.
down, and I could only assume that the same goes for the layer above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here.
Also
When I took
notice
a
how
look
there's,
around,
like,
all I saw were the
infinitely
same
more houses
identical
than there are
buildings.
noob
Maybe
houses.
This time I wouldn't be getting a
Guess that
mansion,
means
but
pros
that's
aren't
when I
dying
found
every
a building
minute.
that looked different, and it definitely didn't look like a
Ooh,
house.
okay,
When I
okay,
walked inside
okay.
the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Ooh, are there
aren't you the
3
newbie
houses
ranked
now?
up?
That would be me.
Oh,
This
yeah,
guy
of course
again,
you.
bro.
I'm selling houses
Oh my
today.
goodness.
Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5-block jump. Okay, that's a little more expensive.
It's the
This
same
last one is
house.
one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the
Yeah,
same? Both these
yeah,
options
what?
are for the same house.
Yeah,
Oops,
what's the
busted.
point?
I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for that? Since there was only one house
Yeah,
to
for
buy,
real.
I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro.
Congrats on buying your
Let's
house as a
go.
parkour
Since
pro.
all the houses
Like,
were identical, it
his
was
voice
no
is
surprise
so
that I got
annoying.
one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour
I got beef with this man. I got beef with him now. Yep, I did. I do not like this guy's character.
delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro is awesome. The living room in my house had 2 1-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3
Ooh,
jumps.
so they do
into my
get
bed on the top
skyscrapers. That's a
floor.
pretty
Hey,
big
It's
increase.
your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh, sure.
I'm not letting that
Thanks.
guy in.
You're that F-boat guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is
Yeah,
the
I'm very
punishment for
curious on
missing a jump
that.
at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, Come with me.
My neighbor
Oh, so they
started
actually
telling me
know,
everything there
okay.
was to know about Parkour Civilization. He brought me back to the Parkour
Get your
temple where all
clipboards.
the statues were.
Get your
He
notebooks
explained
ready,
how
everybody.
Parkour
Lore.
Civilization starts at the noob level, and
Okay.
at level 2 you become a Parkour Pro. Then
Okay.
there were the Parkour Masters. If you were
Ooh,
lucky enough
okay.
to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that Parkour Masters never come down to the pro level.
Let me
If
guess,
they
the
do
next
ever
one's
come
called the
down, it's a
Parkour Legend.
Pro's
That's what
nightmare. He said the Parkour
guessing it.
Masters are ruthless.
Parkour
And then
Legend.
he walked over to the largest statue.
Oh, so
the
gold-
one with
gold
the
ones are
diamond
bad?
boots.
Okay.
He said that this was the Parkour champion. He said
Okay,
that
I was
most people
close.
down
I was
here
close.
Don't even believe that the champion is real. But the stories say there can only be one Parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of Parkour Civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a Parkour champion. My first day as a Parkour Pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw
Yeah,
that
exactly.
there was another
Like,
pro
what is there
going
to
somewhere,
do?
so I decided to follow him. Soon after,
Oh, yeah,
I saw
stalking
another
your
pro going in
neighbors.
the
That
same
sounds
direction,
normal.
which meant they were probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all
What
heading to
the-
this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of Parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these Parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so
It's gonna
valuable
dictate
about
how
a
much
piece of
food they
paper that
get?
people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I got a piece of
Alright, so
steak.
that's your food. Then what's
this
the
is how
paper
the
for?
Parkour pros get food. Then I
Oh!
received the piece of paper.
Their
The paper said farm
jobs.
work
Okay,
equals
that
15
explains it.
minutes. And this
That
is when I
explains why
realized
that guy
how
was
life
selling
was different
houses.
on the
Yep.
pro level of Parkour Civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in Parkour Prison, or
Yep.
even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily
Alright, that makes
task,
sense,
I
that
was
makes
assigned
sense.
to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in Parkour Civilization, but this is the place they were all kept. This place was responsible for feeding all of the Parkour pros and all of the Parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in Parkour Civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course.
Bro, stop
I did
giving
the
those
task, and I
random,
had to
like,
watch all of the
bomb
animals that did the
effects.
parkour course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this cow.
Yo!
Is dead. How did he even do that? The parkour pros.
I think
only
this might
get
be the
meat
parkour
from the animals
champion.
that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for
Chicken,
the
I
animals
think
that
you're dead,
don't make the
chicken.
course,
Yep.
well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level. And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in Parkour Civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about
Oh,
falling to the
okay,
lower level.
okay.
The entrance to the
So they're
training
training
grounds
to
is blocked
become
by
a,
barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your
they're
slip
training to
of
become
paper
a
once you've
master,
completed
okay.
the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time.
Oh,
That meant for the
okay.
next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump.
Everything
I
is
could
clicking
possibly
right
do.
now.
Here,
Everything
you
is
have the
clicking.
ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just
Are you able to
decided do
steal
the jumps that
blocks? Like,
people
will you be
left here.
punished
It
for
seemed
that?
like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It
Oh my
almost
goodness.
seemed impossible to do even one.
I could never
If
do
someone
that,
was
I'm gonna be
practicing
honest with
these
y'all.
jumps, that could only mean one thing, that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my
Is there any
life,
activities
I don't
to
even
do
have
up
to
here?
go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs?
Then what are the
I don't
masters
wanna be late.
for? Like, why are the
Yeah,
masters
I
has a
don't
bad
think I'm gonna do my
reputation if
daily
they don't
task. I
bully
think
the
I'm just gonna chill
pros?
today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Wow, maybe I'm teaching.
Oh, are the
parkour
master's
pros
gonna
that
come
they don't
down
have
like
to parkour all the time.
parkour
But later that day, I
to
realized I
punish
made a
you
huge mistake.
if you don't do your task? Oh no.
What in the world is that sound?
You have been
Bro,
summoned.
Come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going?
Are they
I started
sacrificing
parkouring in the direction that
pros?
My neighbor was going, and that's when I saw a bunch
Oh,
of parkour pros.
yeah, I think they're about to
lined up, standing
sacrifice pros,
completely
bro.
still. I had no clue what
Oh,
was going
no.
on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying
Why is Zeus and why is Sonic here? Why are Zeus and Sonic parkour pros?
anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone
Okay.
just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone
Oh.
dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Oh, no, I'm
It wasn't me, I
Why does
swear.
this have to be me?
I'm innocent.
I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
Where'd
My
he?
task,
What the?
I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
What is a
battle?
parkour battle?
The
The-
parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have
So
to be
they
against a parkour
build
master?
courses?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay,
Alright, now
a
how's this
3-block
gonna
jump,
work?
That's doable. I think I can survive this round.
Oh,
In Parkour
okay,
Civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price.
Oh!
This isn't good. I'm already
That's a
down
lot of
4
hearts down.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the
Ooh.
looks of this next jump,
Yeah, I don't.
probably
I think
won't
you're
be
dead,
attacking the
buddy.
parkour
I think you're
master.
dead.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks diagonal jump.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far.
That
How
doesn't
did you
look
do this
possible,
first
I'm
try?
gonna be
I was
honest.
hoping I would get lucky, but luck wasn't on my side. The second attack hit me,
Ooh.
and I was down to 2 hearts.
This is too fun for me. One more attack and you'll be gone forever.
I think you're
The
dead,
parkour
bro.
master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack.
Yeah, you're
No
screwed,
way he
buddy.
makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is it for you, Parkour Pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
Good luck,
This was
FBO.
it. My entire journey in Parkour Civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical jump. I thought when I
Bro,
ranked
stop
up
giving
to
me
become a
boom
parkour
sound
pro,
effects.
my
Oh
days of
my
parkouring
goodness.
to survive were over. But I
Everybody,
soon realized
type in
I
the
knew
chat
nothing
L
about
boom
parkour
sound
society.
effects.
Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to being at the top of Parkour Civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every day, we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way what happens if you skip your job.
Yeah,
Because
so did
one day
Zeus
I
and
didn't get my
Sonic for
daily
some
task,
reason.
a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump. But at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. What? Is
Bro,
this real?
stop doing the
I
boom
did it.
sound
I made
effects.
a
It's hurting my
3-block
ears
vertical
so
jump.
much.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I gonna be able
Yo,
to
I'm
do a
already
jump that
44
the parkour
minutes in.
master
That's pretty
couldn't do?
impressive.
And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack.
I have an
me.
hour
got
and 10
lucky
minutes
last
left,
time, but I
everybody.
didn't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah, I was about to
just
say,
maybe
why
there
would
was
you
a
do a
chance this would
1-block
work.
jump?
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What? How? Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against
I have a
the
feeling
Parkour
this
Master
attack
was
is what
successful.
F-Bow's
I
going to
think
be
I
using
found
as his main
weakness.
attack
He
throughout
couldn't
the
do a
entire
360.
series.
This was my chance. I
But
just wanted to
hey,
make
that's
sure
just
that I
a
kept making my
theory.
jumps.
A
For my next
game
attack, I built a
theory.
2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully made
Ooh,
a 2-block
barely.
jump with the 360.
Barely.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the Parkour Master tried to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
He's definitely
Now,
got one
both the
attack left
Parkour
until he's
Master and I
dead.
were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour
You can
battle.
Are
yield?
you serious? No way. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become
Oh,
a
what is it?
parkour master? The master said that the course
Let's hope
to
this course
becoming a
isn't
parkour
rigged.
master would be impossible, but he
Oh,
had
well,
something
never
that could
mind.
help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went to pick it up
Ooh.
and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up.
Is he like
to
gonna
become a
summon
parkour master.
the old
This was
man back
insane.
and go like,
Earlier today, I
Master,
didn't even
I
know
require
parkour
your
battles
guidance.
existed, and somehow I won my first battle, not just against anyone, but a parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I didn't like thinking about the fact that that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up to the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that again. And today, my task
Feed
was
noobs.
feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way
Bro, you're
back
not gonna
down to
eat
the
your
noob level
steak?
yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If
I
you're a
doubt
pro
it.
in Parkour Civilization and you
Your
fall,
population's
you'll
probably
lose your
like
rank and
0
become a noob
now
again.
since you
But
left.
you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up. And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob level. If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block jumps are too easy for me.
Yeah,
now
be
that I'm
very
a
sad if you
pro.
actually
When
missed
I got to the
that.
bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task.
Ooh.
It's crazy to think that I'm still the only one to have ever completed this course, but the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion, and now as a parkour
Define
pro,
a
I can
mansion.
see what it really looks like from
Alright,
down
now
here.
that's
When I
actually
lived
pretty
here,
cool.
I was the only one that lived in my neighborhood, or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here anymore?
Yeah,
Hello?
exactly.
Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does.
The
live here.
voice sounds
Alright, time to
familiar.
Set up the jumps. Let's see. 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory.
That
parkour
voice sounds
check.
familiar.
Oh,
Oh, it's this guy!
You.
It's
You're
this
a
guy!
parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
Yeah,
What do you
also,
think
he's
happened,
like the main
genius?
guy.
You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well,
This guy.
You know, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour
This
noob.
guy's such a
You think you're
downer.
so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted
Bro,
to
there was
see
a
if there's
hole in his
chance
floor.
that
He
came
clearly
back,
jumped.
but when
He
I got
clearly
to the
jumped
house,
out.
A parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted.
A master?
What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level? And why did he come from this house?
That's the same
When I thought
master
the
who
coast was
challenged you
clear,
to a
I made
parkour
my way
battle.
over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour.
Shouldn't you grab some
Now,
food
I had
before you
one
do
thing to
that?
worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I
Oh,
wasn't
you have to
worried
take
about
2
falling.
courses
I
to
was
get
worried
in?
about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't afford to
I thought he was
make
going to do a
mistakes. That's
360.
when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real course. Already at first glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed
True.
to the top
Yeah,
of the
that is
ladder,
possible.
and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying.
Shouldn't be that
and I
difficult.
climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row.
Bro,
But
I cannot
soon
make like
realized that's
singular
all I
fence
needed to
jumps.
do,
Like, I'm gonna be
because
honest,
I
like
think I
fence
found
jump
the
like that, I
impossible
cannot
jump.
do.
What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey,
Okay.
I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Aw, man. Is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have
repeater,
this
yeah.
impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slept.
Trying to think.
No! For
Oh
my
my,
entire life,
this
I've been
guy,
parkouring
this
to survive.
guy.
That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization.
That is
If you
actually
don't
sad.
make the jumps, you pay the price. But no matter how many people I've seen
R.I.P.
fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle.
That is
and I
true.
even
That's
found
pretty
the
impressive.
impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead.
Oh my,
Until
what
I was.
the?
What? How am I alive? My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I
Okay.
was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't.
Oh.
The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up.
That's not what I thought was gonna happen, but I mean,
This means I was gonna
good
have
on
to
him
prepare.
for figuring it out.
Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to
Yeah, I
rank
would have
up
been pretty
again to
annoyed if that
become a
happened
parkour
twice.
master. Alright, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this is the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back.
Alright, let's see who's waiting here. Wait, maybe the old man's here since he jumped into the void.
The parkour masters
Oh
want
my
another
goodness.
glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only
Can
2 noobs left in parkour
punch
prison, so
this
I'll just get one
guy
of them to do
in the
course.
There's only
punch
2
this guy
noobs
in the
left
lava,
parkour
bro.
prison.
Punch
I
him in
don't
the
know if that's
lava.
a good thing or a bad thing. In Parkour Civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
This guy.
So good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't like this guy
I'm sorry,
much.
man, but you gotta be the
Yeah,
one to do
you're
random
dead.
parkour testing today.
Why
You're
can't
dead,
you
bro.
pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
That wasn't even the right
no,
way.
He's gone for real this time.
That
Alright,
wasn't even
daily
the right
task
way.
completed, one step closer to
This
becoming
guy.
a parkour master.
May you save us all,
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now
So he's got an
to
hour?
practice
Yeah.
as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I step foot into the parkour
Depends on the
temple
course
to
you
become
make.
a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come
That's
too
what we're
far, and
hoping.
I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before.
He's got his third eye. He unlocked the third eye through parkour.
Easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training, and that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a parkour master.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to start the journey.
I wonder who
of
he's
the
talking
parkour
to.
temple.
I guarantee
The
you
last
some
time
kind
I
of
made this
parkour
climb, I had
master.
a totem of undying for a second chance, but this time around, there would be.
Hold on, I'm making a theory real quick. So my theory is that the person who's talking to that parkour pro is either like the best parkour master or the parkour champion. I'm gonna guess champion because that wouldn't really make sense for a master. So I'm gonna guess a champion is telling him to try to get rid of Evbo, probably because he beat the impossible course, which I'm sure was designed that way by the champion to make sure nobody could get to the next level from the noob level. And I'm so big
No
brain.
second chances. This was my last and only run.
Less
If
than
I
an
could
hour
make
left.
Every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And I had decided that I was gonna be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the
That
fence
is
jumps
true.
weren't what I was worried about. It was this, the impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge, and I was alive.
Well, yeah, but
Here,
what's he
the
supposed to
secret
do
path was
now?
real. Now I knew it was possible. It was
Yeah, it's just
possible
one
to
block,
become
so
a
how is he
parkour
supposed
master.
to
I looked
beat it from
around for
there?
where to go
Oh.
next, and I saw the outline of
Oh,
the
there's
barrier
a
3
secret
blocks
course.
to my left, and I
Okay,
saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand.
Good
Did
job to you,
someone make
F-Bo.
the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over.
I'd argue
This next
trapdoor
jump was a
jumps are
3-block
very
diagonal
easy,
jump.
but
I
that
didn't
might just
practice
be
this
me.
jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting
The
harder and
suspense
harder,
is
and
actually
each
getting
jump, I felt
wild.
like I was barely hanging on the edge.
I'm gonna have
But
to
it
stay
didn't
silent
matter,
during
as
this
long as I was
part.
staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5
Something's
block
gonna
jump.
happen.
It was far, but it wasn't gonna be the jump that stopped
They
me
probably
from
like
ranking
got
up. I didn't
Parkour
like
pros to
thinking about the
challenge them or
fact that this
something.
course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was on to the ladder section. Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible?
Yeah.
This is a 2-block
That jump
vertical
look-
jump.
that jump
I've never
looks
seen
pretty
this jump
possible.
before, but I figured it had to be possible. I went
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
it, and I
easy
made
jump,
it.
honestly.
And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was
I
too
wouldn't have
close.
made that.
I
I'm
was
gonna be
inches
dead
away
honest.
from
I would
slipping off the
not have
ladder,
made
but by
that.
some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in Parkour Civilization.
You
but I
literally
didn't have
saw
time to
them in the
focus on
training
that right now.
grounds.
I was
Like, I don't
looking at the
know what
last
you're
jumps,
talking
and
about.
I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is
TNT,
going on?
run!
Wait,
Run!
no!
Why are you
I was
standing
too late to
there?
realize.
Oh
I
my
opened
goodness.
my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that
This
part
guy.
of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
Oh, this guy's still
Who
here.
are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong.
I think
at the
bro's
bottom
coping
level.
'cause he
You're a
failed the
noob. You were
parkour
born to
course
be one,
already.
and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job.
Is that like
Prepare for a
low-key
parkour
racist
battle.
towards
oh God, a
parkour
battle is
noobs?
not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour.
Don't worry, you're the main
civilization.
character.
The battle
You should be
starts
good.
now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out.
Yeah, but that was with
like that.
There's no
360s.
point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour
This guy literally speaks like all the villains in like 2000s games. It's just like, you will not survive this. I am the master. I am the best.
I was still in
That's
this.
how he talks.
Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done
Backwards
before. Come on, please
360?
make it.
Oh.
I did it!
No, what was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump.
Well, that would actually be
It's
a
actually
2
2-block
blocks.
downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No.
I did.
R.I.P.
I won the parkour battle, but
Hey,
against
I didn't
who?
see him
That was
die.
just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me?
Yes,
And
the
why did
guy
they not
that
want
was
me to rank
welcome.
up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look
I
at
doubt
the rest
it.
of the course. I
Since he
could
said
see
that he thought the
final
TNT
stretch
would
of
end
jumps,
him.
and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing on one of the
Slime
final
block jumps
jumps of the
are
course,
iffy
and I
for
could
me.
see
I
the
could do them
doorway up ahead,
sometimes, but
and
I
now
miss them
were the 3-block
sometimes.
vertical jumps. But
It's like
I've
a
been
50-50.
practicing for this moment. I used my momentum to do all 5 jumps in a row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour
Chain
master.
jumps.
Now I was
Ooh.
at a tricky
I think I
point.
could do
I've never
these.
even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the
It could be
totem,
really
they all
funny
wanted
if he
me to make it
falls
to this
down, I'm
point,
gonna be
and I
honest.
wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped, and I made it.
I thought he
did
was
it.
falling down
I-
again.
I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high. I
Good
was
job,
on the ground.
Eppo.
had
I didn't
beaten
think
the
you could
course
do
that
it.
No pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no longer be a parkour pro. I will be
Wait a minute, I just realized something. He's not the only pro who knows about the impossible jump in the barrier block, because the pro he just went off against made it farther up the course than that. Which means he's not the only pro who knows that. Or maybe the champion, I'm assuming, who is his boss, told him about it so he could get through.
Parkour master. The door opened, revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here?
Ah, yes,
I couldn't
very wealthy
describe it,
people,
but
I could
everything
tell.
was so perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last
And
time
now
I
it matches
looked up
your
to
hair.
become a
Good
pro,
job.
There were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro level.
Yeah, 'cause there's
So
barely any
how much
masters,
different could
I
this
assume.
society be? Well, I guess there's
Let me
only
guess,
one
they're
way to
gonna
find out.
have
I walked up the stairs
they're
and
gonna
I
have
started to see the
whole
inside of the
skyscraper
parkour
mansions.
temple.
That's what I'm
Alright,
calling
I
it.
think I'm ready to
Combination
see
of the
what
two
society's
buildings.
like up here. I walked up the stairs into the Parkour Master Society. Oh my. Becoming a master of parkour civilization, parkour jumps that no matter what challenge I faced, parkour pro to see what society is as a master. Up here, only the best of the best can
Ooh.
survive all of the jumps.
I was
One
kinda
missed jump,
right.
and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps.
Now he's gotta
And
do
now,
3
as a
blocks.
Parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except
Yep.
now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers.
Yeah, for real.
Could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps.
Wait,
Just when I thought
the-
he was
that's
gonna
the
die from
master.
fall damage, he just
Oh,
killed
and he's
himself
gone.
with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled.
Yep,
came
that's
down
him.
the same
That
way.
was him.
So
He's the only
masters
parkour
can
master we've
use
seen,
water
which is
to
pretty
never
funny.
take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase, and this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble?
I
turned
recognize
around, but
that
didn't
voice.
see anybody until a parkour master dropped
Oh,
down out
no,
of
different
Seems like
person.
you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket, because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No?
Yeah, he's
Alright,
kinda
you should
broke.
probably get a house first, like that one over there. You need something on the ground level, something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour.
Bro, that's such a
skyscraper.
simple looking
You're new
building
here,
compared
I'll
to the
help you out a
rest of
little bit.
these.
I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks.
Ah, yes,
Why would
very
he
wealthy,
drop
I
me
could
these?
tell.
Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop.
I wonder
where
when we're
was
gonna see
buy my first
Seawat,
house
since
as
he
a
was the one who
parkour
kinda made-
master. I walked inside and the store looked nothing like all of the
Seawat is the champion. Yep, I think I put it all together. Seawat is the champion. And he's trying to get rid of Evbo, or not trying to get rid of him, trying to challenge Evbo. Yep, for more entertainment, like you wanted at the beginning. Yep, that's what it is. That makes sense.
the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I could build my own jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
you're
did
not
I get
getting
the house?
that.
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If
Yeah,
I had
for
a dirt
real.
house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just
That's
wasted 3 of the
actually
blocks I
wild.
had.
You just
How
got
am I
so
possibly gonna make a
disrespected.
jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a
They don't
3-block
use
jump, and
360s,
then
so you
into a
could do that.
2-block Jump. Oh god, I have an idea, and I don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've
That's
never
actually a
even
very
seen
impressive
a
jump.
360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in Parkour Civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I
How's he
even
supposed to
get
get up there? Yeah.
Yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get up 1 block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket.
So he
before I
won't
become
get
a social
punished for
outcast up
doing
here.
this.
Alright, time
He'll
to
just
check
become
out
a
the
social
biggest house
outcast.
I've ever bought in
That doesn't
Parkour
really matter. You don't really
Civilization.
need
The
friends
downside
up
about
here.
being a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But
That's
what
why
it means
I
to
would
be
not
a
want to
master
go
in
on a
Parkour
solid quartz
Civilization.
couch, but
Parkour
that's just
masters are
me.
never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature.
Yeah, I'd be
like this
chilling in
still
here like
existed
every
in
day.
Parkour Civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything
I don't
about
think
me
that's
that I didn't
parkour
even pay
related,
attention to
actually.
the fact that I was
Oh,
at 2 hearts.
that is.
If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed 1 parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1
Oh
heart
my,
left.
bro,
I
my
was so
heart
focused
skipped
on
a
my
beat when
house
that
I
happened.
didn't
Oh
even
my
realize
goodness.
I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is
The
that I was
champion,
gonna
I'm
have to
calling
figure
it.
out
It's
something
Siwa
quick
as
if I
the
wanted to
champion.
survive. If I missed 1 more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of
So
the
do they get to make
dispensers
their
had
own
different
parkour
types
with
of
that
parkour
then?
items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not.
Oh,
Why don't
nope.
these machines
Looks
even
like they're
work
fresh
when I'm
out.
getting anything?
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
Parkour bank? I already knew
He's trying to
parkour
rob a
was how
bank
people
on his
paid each
first
other in
day.
Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks.
Wait, are
I
they?
realized
They're the ones who
paper
decide
that
the
I put into
challenges that
dispenser was
happen,
something I
and
was
then when they
already
throw
familiar
the
with.
challenges
It must have been
in,
the daily task paper, which
they
means
get it
not
back.
even being a parkour master can get me
Which
out
means
of
they
work.
can use it
On
to
the other
purchase.
side of the bank,
Perfect.
I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every parkour master know that this is my first day here? All right, well, I
It's
found
pretty
the bank,
obvious.
but
I
that
mean, you
didn't help me at
did
all.
just
The
try to rob
situation
the
was
bank,
getting worse
to be
as I kept
fair.
going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block
Yeah, that
jump
wouldn't be
I've
very
been
good.
doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute.
That'd be pretty
And
sad, I'm
this
gonna be honest.
parkour can be
Personally,
used for anything,
I
and that
would
includes
not be
bribing parkour
disrespected
pros.
like
Could I
that.
bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved. In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth
Wow.
a lot in Parkour
What?
Civilization because I got 60
Bro
golden
is set
carrots.
for life.
Come
Oh
back,
my
bro,
goodness.
Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first part.
I think he's a celebrity now.
Starve. Now I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master.
Oh, yes, I
don't
got
even know what to
41
do.
minutes
Do I
left.
go to work Or do I get a water bucket?
Do you
Oh,
really
yeah, I'm
work
definitely
in
getting a
Parkour
water bucket.
Civilization?
I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully, this would be the place where I could get a water bucket, because it didn't really seem like I was...
I was like to pause this real quick. I love the attention to detail for each level. Each level looks more sophisticated than the last, and I respect that pretty much. And I respect that a lot.
the
It also just
parkour
makes it look
master
really
until I
cool.
got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb
Oh.
up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket.
Oh, hold
If
on,
you
that's
take
the
it,
guy
you
we
keep it.
saw
Of
when we
course, I
entered
have to risk my
this
life yet again. Getting a
level of
water bucket
Parkour
was the
Civilization.
only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir.
True.
Somehow he ranked up. I don't know.
What?
It doesn't matter.
CY
Maybe he
has
dies
so
from
many
water bucket,
agents. Oh
but
my
if he doesn't,
goodness.
we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to
Just
get one of
smuggle a
these
few.
is if I
I'd
go
smuggle a
through the
whole
water bucket jump
inventory.
and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive. And I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself?
Oh my.
I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier.
Oh, he did
I
make
gotta
it,
say,
okay.
life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another
Oh my
master doing
goodness,
a
bro.
one-block jump to get to his house?
This
No,
guy.
I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house.
Alright, now
Anyway,
he's a
that means
social
taking a trip
outcast.
on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing one-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City. I tried
Yeah, like,
keeping
look at
one-block
F over
jumps
there,
to
the
my
guy
house
who
for
did
as
a
long as
one-block
possible because
jump
I
to
was
get to his
avoiding
house.
getting to
Oh
my
my
house
goodness.
the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh,
Oh.
thank you. All that just to get to my house. But this is the price
You
I
need to
paid
find out where you
become
could
a
buy
parkour
totems
master.
like
I
that
defied
master who
death
gave you a
too many
totem
times
before.
to count to rank up. And now, as a master in Parkour Civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These were jumps I could only dream of when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the greatest master in Parkour Civilization. My
Those
first
are pretty
days on
high
this
hopes,
level were
buddy.
confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of
Oh,
being paid in
okay.
practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master.
That
Right
makes
now,
sense.
I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yo,
I
this is
found
the
one
rich
on
guy
the
from
couch.
earlier.
You can put it right over there.
I can't
Chain
say I've heard of a
couch?
chain couch before, but
Why would
I
you
guess there's a
even
first
want
time for
this? That
everything.
just seems so
All right,
painful
I think I
to
built
like
this right. Is
sit
this what you
on.
wanted?
Oh yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new. Oh shoot, no, bro. Am I seriously not gonna get it?
R.I.P. the rich
Dude,
guy.
That guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing?
This
Everyone
guy-
knows I'm the guy
Whoa,
who sells
whoa,
houses.
buddy.
Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And
Oh
by
my
defend
goodness,
yourself,
bro.
I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem.
Yeah, they're
Now
masters,
it
bro.
was
You
his
just gotta
turn
use
to attack, and I was in
360s.
serious trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend against this attack.
That's
buddy.
literally a
I don't
4-block
even have
jump.
chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back
You'd have to
when I
beat
was a parkour
Siwat
pro, I
first.
could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's
I bet they're
said
made
that
of barrier
only the parkour
blocks.
champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle.
He also
was
the
the
guy
one
we've
who
seen
gave me the
several
Totem of
times.
Undying and helped me find the way
Yeah, but
past
find
the
his
impossible
supplier.
jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of Parkour Civilization by becoming the champion.
Save
Oh.
parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought
Oh.
hope was lost before you ranked up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is
So-
going on? There's
Oh,
a parkour
okay.
war, and somehow
So
I'm
maybe-
supposed to be
so
the
maybe
champion?
Siwat's
Oh,
not
what
the
am I getting myself
champion.
into? I should have
I still
never
think he
ranked up.
is.
I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple, and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw
Oh,
a
okay.
small-scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out, and
He's
no
gonna
one
have
would
to get
see
rid of
me.
all the
And
witnesses.
obviously, that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But
You
in
know, the
this case,
fact that
I
he
wasn't
says
doing it for
that
the
makes
parkour
me think that
master.
this
I was doing
parkour
it
master
for
is
me.
going to be a
If there
bad
was any
guy.
chance I could figure
Like,
out
I
the
don't
truth
know.
about
It's just
parkour
when you make them seem
civilization, I was
good,
gonna
they're
take it.
bad.
All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north
It's
like the
Siwat.
master
I'm
told
calling
me,
it. It's
and all the way
Siwat.
at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip. But if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's got to be the one to do it.
Okay,
so why
okay,
not
okay.
me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum, and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I made it.
Ooh.
Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a
This building actually
one
looks
looked
pretty
different than
cool.
all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. So let's pretend
Yeah.
that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded by a difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run.
Yeah,
This
probably
next
wouldn't
jump
go very
was a
well.
4-block
You're
jump. I don't
50-50
think
on
I've
winning
ever
your
done a
parkour
4-block
battles against
jump straight up
masters.
before. But the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump. Oh, 4-block
good
jump
job,
down,
good
and
job.
now, oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it.
6
I
block
tried
is
looking around for barrier
wild.
blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
Okay,
use the
well, I get
ice.
one chance at this.
Like,
Oh,
spam
if only
jump
I
with
was
the
rich enough
ice.
To buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do
Ooh.
not want to do that again. There
Alright,
must
now
be a
I kinda
parkour
wanna
god
do that,
looking
not
out for
gonna
me.
lie.
Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked
Wait a
inside
minute,
and
wait
I
a minute. What did he just say?
Back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping there must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay. back to
Parkour.
the secret
Okay,
mission.
that sounds like
Now, I was just
foreshadowing.
hoping I
Is there a
didn't walk
parkour
into an
god?
ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have
Yeah,
to
it
make
looks pretty
staircases
annoying.
so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
Ooh.
No way.
Hey,
That was
lore people,
actually
get your
incredible.
notebooks ready.
All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwat. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen
Yo,
and opened the
lore,
book on the
lore,
desk. It
enter
said
user?
Enter user. Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen.
Rank and noob.
Wait, how? I'm
What?
a master, though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind
Who is
me.
this?
Before they saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or
He's a
early.
master.
I don't know.
So far,
So
the
he's not-
person
so
didn't
who's the
see me.
champion?
That's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwa.
Or maybe
I
this
know
guy
him,
is the
don't I?
guy.
He's
There is
from my
just no
memory.
champion.
I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We
That's
need
how they
more of
determine
those.
the.
What is
Okay.
going on here?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to
Bro
improvise.
was
I mean,
not very
bro,
good at
the
being
bush is
secretive.
see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay,
This
can
guy.
you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other.
You are
That's
from
our
my
memory.
past.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory
Oh.
to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master.
Yep,
These 3
that's what I
jumps
thought.
Right when you join Parkour Civilization, decide your entire fate. How
So
is that
Evbo,
fair?
you
It's
failed
not
the
about
first
fair,
block
it's
jump.
about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening?
And he's got a
Let this keep
point. He's
going
got a
on. I have
point.
to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built.
Bro's got the. He has all the forbidden
Yep,
blocks.
Candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it.
So it is him.
Siwa
Wait,
placed
what?
down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting
Do they get
thing
potion
about brewing
effects?
Stand jumps. They aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect.
I knew it. I called it.
I had no
I am
brewing stands
actu-
to defend
Oh my!
myself.
I can see the
took a hit
future.
and
I can
slowly
see the
started
future.
fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
The
No
champion.
pressure at all. Just 1 minute
Oh.
before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting
Does the
ready to
champion
fight
work
the
for
parkour
Siwa?
champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew
Yeah, I don't think you're winning, but you do have plot armor, so I mean that
Before you
counts
step
for
into the
something.
arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the
Bro, he didn't
parkour
even.
champion.
He didn't
This
even
was
look
it.
at him,
One way
bro.
or another, this
Didn't
would
even
be my
grab him.
final
He
battle
just said,
in Parkour
yeah,
Civilization.
looks
The
good,
door
looks good.
opened and I stepped into the parkour arena. It was time to fight. If I somehow beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago.
Probably.
I thought the parkour civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to
Oh, yeah,
rank
it's
up in
almost over.
society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of parkour civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what?
Bro, who?
Champion?
This is
Or
not the
you're a
champion.
Bro, what are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a parkour pro? This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block.
Yep, I think he's
jump.
dead here.
I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why.
Just do 2 blocks and do a 360 because it's
If I
proved none of them
wasted
can
all
do
my
it.
blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for like the fight.
Warming up the crowd. You know there's literally no
He's
one
got a
watching,
ghost
right?
crowd.
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
The
Did you
pro's
go
gonna get this
backwards?
one.
This is not gonna be pretty. Oh shoot!
Buddy,
Oh, that
he
was
went-
not how I thought it was.
he went the
gonna turn out.
wrong
It was a little
direction.
unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform.
He's gonna
not knowing
fight
what
a
to do
master.
until I saw someone jumping
knew it.
towards me.
Yep.
All right, this is it. This is the battle for life or death. Let's get this over with. So you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look
He's
at
got
my boots.
golden
I'm a
boots, bro.
master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, no, I thought I was fighting the champion. So when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to
2?
see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the
Tisk,
master to
tisk,
easily
Efbo.
defend my attack, but by some miracle,
And he
failed.
missed?
What?
Oh my
The master
goodness.
didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that
Oh,
first attack,
okay.
but that wasn't going to happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
I mean, he's got a lot of
I was
blocks
running
left.
out
I'm
of
not
blocks
100%
quickly.
sure about
I only
that.
had 1 stair
He's not
left,
using.
and
He's
I
not
wasn't
doing any
even done with my second
360s. These
battle.
guys don't know how to
watched
do
as the master
360s.
built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the
Yeah,
jump,
it's not the
and I
best.
almost slid off.
You just
but I
gotta save
stayed
your
on.
candles. If you
Oh,
could
that
save
was
your
too close.
candles
Okay,
and you're able
it
to
was
beat
now
him, that's
my turn.
automatic
This
10
battle was
hearts
taking
gone.
Too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block
That doesn't
jump
even look
into a
difficult.
360,
Oh.
and I made it.
Yep,
Let's
mhm.
go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever
I don't
done.
think this guy's
All right,
making
Mike,
it.
Your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo.
He didn't
and
even
failed,
try.
And the damage was enough to win the parkour.
Yep,
battle.
R.I.P.
It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win 1 more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go.
He has
The
enough
only way
blocks
out of
to
this
make it to the
arena
end, I
was to
think.
Continue fighting.
Maybe.
From across the arena, the path
Bro, who
opened
is
up, and my
this?
third opponent jumped towards me.
This guy.
You've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I can
His
finish
odds are
this
looking
battle
better
with
and
a couple
better.
parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my
Oh
attack
my,
was
yeah,
unsuccessful.
this guy looks pretty
Now, I
skilled,
was
I'm
in
gonna be
huge
honest.
trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his
Ooh.
was much harder than mine. The second
Yeah,
jump in the
this
combo
Eppo,
was a
I think
jump
you
that
might
I
be
didn't
screwed
think would be
here.
possible. It was too
I don't
far,
think you have
but
the
I had to
skill.
try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No
Oh,
more regenerating
no.
health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour master.
Yeah, you're gonna be out of
attacked
all
with
your
an
good
harder
blocks.
combo, this
I
time
don't
using
think you're
2
beating the
chains
champion,
and an ice
Eppo.
block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man, how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour
Never
battles.
been done?
And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block
Oh.
candle jump.
Oh
and
my
we are
goodness.
done. Let's go.
Yeah, I
I'm
think he's
probably gonna
screwed
die.
here.
Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain, chain to
Oh,
backwards jump to 360
oh.
fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle.
I don't even want to know how
I
many
did it.
attempts
I
it took
just made
him
the
to do
hardest
that. I don't even want
parkour
to know.
combo in the world.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Oh,
Before I could say anything, the master gave up and just
hold on, I just
jumped
realized
off.
something.
I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle.
I just realized something. Shouldn't the masters just jump off? Because they're in the champion level right now. So if they jump off, that means they're going back to their own level. So it wouldn't really do anything to them.
The champion, and the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time.
Who is
All of
this?
parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it. Standing in front of me was the champion.
Am I supposed to know who this
parkour
is?
Civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization. And
Buddy, what? He's flying.
The
He is
parkour
flying.
champion made
Or he's
a
using
5-block
barriers.
jump. It's not possible.
Either way, he's
No,
cheating.
I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no
Yep.
second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost.
R.I.P.
I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Yep, he's dead.
I opened my eyes and I was in a
Oh
place
my
that I knew
goodness,
all
bro.
too
He's
well.
still
I was
back
down
here.
at the
Oh
bottom.
my.
I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion,
19 minutes left.
And now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization.
That
And I
sucks.
couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point?
Yeah,
The
he.
only way I
Oh,
could save
I
people
forgot
is by becoming the
he's not
champion.
allowed to get any more
He's
tickets.
impossible to beat.
Because he went to prison.
Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do.
Where is he going?
Maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
Let's go,
Maybe
Cookie
I was
God.
wrong about
One
you.
of the best
You were
Minecraft YouTubers
wrong
right
about
here.
me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
He's the
stranger
god.
turned
He's a
around
god.
and he was wearing
Foreshadowing, I knew, because he has netherite boots.
Oh, I do not want to do that.
I knew this was foreshadowing. I knew this was foreshadowing. I called it. I called it. Let's go.
But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion.
He could just beat the
I couldn't.
champion.
I'm sorry you put your trust
He has
in
better
me.
boots.
I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour
Where did
god
he get
dropped a pair of
these?
boots on the
Well, I
ground
guess
and
he's the
jumped
one who
away.
kind of makes
What
all of them,
is
I
going on?
guess.
I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my hunger
Funny
bar
how it
turned
only
full,
gives
and I
one
could see above
it gives
into the
one
upper
armor bar
layers.
more.
Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save Parkour.
This guy's a really good
Civilization.
storyteller.
Parkour
I'm gonna be
Civilization
honest.
was in danger. I thought people at the parkour
Skip.
and save everyone, but I had one more shot at saving
Yep.
Parkour Civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought.
Good luck
I
with
had
that.
diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in
Oh, there
prison
is
until
one.
I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I
Maybe
had
maybe
champion
you can
boots
get
on.
creative
These
mode.
boots were meant for the person that rules Parkour Civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd
Not
at least try.
necessarily.
This is pointless. This is not gonna work.
Is
Wait,
bro
what?
actually?
It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring
Also,
at
stop
a
giving me the
barriers.
boom
This
sound
is
effects.
insane. I
It
can
is hurting my
break
ears.
barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did.
I was afraid he wouldn't
inside
make
the
it.
Parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion.
I
And
bet
even
when he
if I
beats
do
the
manage
champion,
to do
he's
that, I
gonna
still have to worry
end
about
up
beating
throwing
him,
him
which
into
is
the
a whole
void.
nother
I'm
story.
calling
My
it.
rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of Parkour Civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go.
So
to
the
get up to
champion's like a
third layer, and
dictator?
time was running out. I
So he's
made
a
my way over
dictator
to
in the
place where I
Parkour
could get all the
Civilization.
blocks I
Okay.
needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here,
Yeah, also
I was
there's like
training to
100
rank up
trees
to
in
become
here.
a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they
Zero
empty?
blo-
All of
where are
these
the
chests
blocks
should have
even-
been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not
What's
good.
the
This is
point
really
getting
not
rid of
good.
everything?
Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still
True,
alive.
true.
I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully,
Yep,
Parkour
there he is.
Civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not
Not
really
yet.
the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization.
And this all happened
First
in
it
like
was the
2
noobs in
minutes
danger,
after
now
he
the pros
died?
are, and soon
Okay.
it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't
That's
end
kinda what a
this now,
dictator
there will be
does.
no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single
Slow and
jump
steady
because if
wins
I
the
do,
race. That's
well,
what they
then I guess
always
the parkour
say.
god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still
Why would
get
you want
master
gold
boots if I had
boots?
champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the
Oh,
master
to
level, I
disguise
had to blend
himself.
in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they
Yeah,
saw
it's a
me
good
with
point.
champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my
Doubtful,
plan.
doubtful.
If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed someone who would at least buy me a little more
Hey,
time.
that goes
The
back to
only
my
plan I
idea.
thought of was to wait
Punch
at
them in the
very top of
void.
parkour staircase. At least here,
Like, I
I could
know,
always see
ooh,
them
violence
easily, but if I had
bad,
to get
but
down fast, I had
you
no
are
one
facing a
working to save
dictator
me.
right
I
now,
realized I was
so
standing so
yeah.
close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion
Ooh.
level? But before I could
Let's
put
see.
them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I
Where?
was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man.
Unless
I
you
have
make
an
it onto
idea,
that
and I
block.
don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking. Let's just do this. I got momentum and I jumped.
He's
I
gonna be
thought I
half
was
a
too
heart.
short,
He's gonna be
but I
half a
made
heart.
it.
Oh,
That was so
1.5
crazy.
hearts,
I
okay.
know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had
What if he's a
champion boots.
spy?
I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion,
Like,
I
what
would
if he's
need
an
his help.
undercover
I can't
agent
believe
for the
you
champion?
survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do.
Okay,
and
yeah,
I'll
I
do
don't
it.
think
I
he's
had
a
the
spy.
master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can
Oh,
come back
yeah, I
later,
forgot about
though.
that.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to rob.
Oh.
Never mind.
Got
I was
a bank to
expecting
rob.
see places where I could buy flower pots and candles.
Just
but
show him that
instead,
you have
there was
boots,
just
and
a
I'm sure he'll
massive
let you
box
in.
with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
Let me guess, it's CWAT.
Private
It's where they
vault.
buy all
I
the
guess that might work.
You're
brewing
not getting into
stands
this vault.
and candles.
No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go, I still got it.
Please just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I
Yeah,
started
like,
looking
what?
around
Why
the
would he
vault
wanna
for
go in?
anything I could use, but most of
Bro,
the
this
chests were
vault
empty
is-
until I finally
this guy
stumbled
is
upon a water
broke.
bucket.
This
Okay,
vault is
I need
empty.
blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16
Guess he's
blocks.
already
Never
emptied
mind.
out his
I thought this
vault.
vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel,
Oh,
I found
I knew
16
this was
brewing
CWATs.
stands.
This is how he
Now,
got the
my
brewing
plan could
stands. I
actually
called
work.
it.
It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only
I
one
knew
with
it.
access to
I knew it.
So explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360?
I don't think you're supposed to
There's no
admit that
connection
you
to
were
a-
bribed.
No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this
Ooh.
jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as
Oh,
someone tried
no.
to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the
I
only
called
one
it.
that has
I
any
called it.
left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block
That's
jump
how he
was
did it.
impossible. He just used a barrier.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, wait. So if
Good.
he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if
Oh,
you build a
oh.
harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just
Ooh.
attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy.
Alright,
Alright,
good
let's
luck
do
with
this.
that.
You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And
Ooh.
if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even make these jumps? Oh, I really hope the ghost plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no
That's
choice but to
wild.
listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got
Let's
all
hope he
the blocks
wins.
I needed, and I made my way into
Bro, there's
the
no
arena.
shot he is
Now,
counting
it was time to see if
those.
Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
How could Siwa
Alright,
control
let's go
that?
save
Because
everyone.
Siwa works for the champion.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want.
Wait, lore? Lore?
The
People with
parkour god
notebooks?
didn't
Come on,
just
start
give me
writing down,
random
scribble it
champion
down.
boots, He gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is
Until
a lot
this
to
guy
think about right
cheated
now.
using
I just gotta
barrier
worry about
blocks.
defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
That's very
The
impressive.
parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked.
Bro, how does the
This is a
champion
rule
not
Siwat
know
told me
this
about was
rule?
real,
He's the
and now
champion.
the
You should know
champion has
everything.
no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out
Yeah, he's just gonna make a more difficult
Instead of
attack.
building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo
Bro, it's
he
such a
built, but
cheat.
whatever
This guy's
it
such a
was, it was
cheat.
better
Oh
than
my
my
goodness.
attack, and my attack was now erased. That
Yep.
only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180
Hey, ones
vertical
with
flower pot jump
candles
into a
is an
backwards 360
insta-kill,
candle jump, and
according
I
to
made it.
people
The
in the
parkour
past,
champion's attack
so-
was erased, and he had
I mean,
no
according to
choice but either
Siwat.
try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered
Oh,
my
he's
attack
building
with the hardest
Neos.
known jumps in parkour civilization.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this guy.
Were Neo
Alright.
jumps, and he did
That's
2 in a
impressive.
row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same
This
goes
guy.
for the parkour champion. Any one of these attacks
Such a
will do
good.
more
This
than
guy's
10
so
marks.
good at
That
like
means I have to make
stories,
this.
like
The
making
parkour
stories
god
and stuff.
trusted me with these boots
Like I
to
feel
save
real
everyone. And for
tension
the first time in my
watching
life,
this.
I actually felt like I was
And you wouldn't
worthy
think
of
that
it,
from
that I was
watching
worthy of being the
Minecraft parkour.
champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had
He
best
can make a
of the
triple
parkour
Neo.
champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack.
He sounds
that
like a
was
Redditor,
directly
your average
over the
Redditor.
void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump. in
Punch him
parkour
in the void.
civilization. But
Punch
this
him
time,
in the
I
void.
wasn't gonna give up. Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet
Oh,
to hit
he
the ground
made it.
again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion
Oh,
had fallen.
bye bye.
I won. I actually
Wait, how
look
come
like
you're not able to
Silver,
see the
right?
lower
I'm
levels?
the new parkour
That's pretty
champion.
weird.
I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember
Oh.
something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour
Oh,
temple, and where there
okay.
was nothing before, there was now a way
That
up
makes
to
sense.
get
That
to
makes
the
sense.
top of parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now considered the best in parkour civilization. So
Yep.
if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between
That doesn't look
me
very
and the
difficult, I'm
top.
gonna be
I had
honest.
always
It's literally
dreamed of
just
this
slab
when I'd
jumps.
look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have
Oh,
to
I know,
go
those aren't
through to
slab
get here.
jumps.
Every
Those are
jump I
even
made and
easier.
every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization.
Stop giving
And
those
now I
boom
was
sound
here,
effects.
and
Oh
there
my
was nothing,
eardrums.
just
They are
pure emptiness
getting
and only the sky.
destroyed.
I didn't have any idea
Oh,
what
it's a
to do until I
throne,
saw a structure
I
in the
think.
distance.
Is
I
it?
walked over and I saw blocks I've never seen before in
Command
parkour
block.
civilization.
That
They
explains
were
how they're
command
able to do
blocks,
it.
and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour
Yeah.
civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's
Buddy,
time I
what?
give these back.
Oh,
I
yep.
have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you are the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you doing?
Buddy, those are so
All of
valuable.
this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, alright, I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were.
He
I'm
can
gonna
make 'em
things
better.
than they
Yep.
ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The
I never
parkour god
thought-
told me as long as you
I never thought I could care so much about parkour civilization in Minecraft, but
can
here I
parkour,
am.
there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will
There's a part
always have
2?
a chance to try again.
Guess I'll have to do that for a future video. Well, if y'all enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing. We're on the road to hit 150 by the end of the year, and it'd mean a lot to me if you subscribe. If you enjoyed, consider going to check out my other videos, streams, stuff like that. And also, leave in the comments what you think your favorite or what you think is the most difficult parkour jump in all of Parkour Civilization is. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Goodbye.